Daily Express.
Boris, I'll get Britain moving but won't risk lives. Inevitably, we cannot expect perfection in a lethal emergency. Boris Johnson returns to work today to begin leading the country out of lockdown, while vowing to prevent a second wave of cases. Captain Tom. My 100,000 thank yous to Great British public fundraising hero Captain Tom Moore last night paid tribute to the public's overwhelming kindness as he was bombarded with happy birthday wishes. After glorious April gets set for a May washout. Weeks of sunshine will be washed away this week as rain sweeps in, and bookies have slashed the odds on May being the soggiest in history.
Daily Mail.
Boris bounces back to get UK moving. PM returns to number 10 after brush with death. He'll take full control of Corona fight today. Boris Johnson dramatically returned to Downing Street last night and will lead talks today on easing the lockdown. How to have a lighter lockdown. Lose up to a stone for the summer. Finding the time to eat a decent lunch while you're working from home can be surprisingly hard.
The Daily Telegraph.
Furloughed staff urged to pick fruit amid farming crisis. Workers furloughed because of coronavirus will be encouraged to take second jobs as fruit pickers to make up for a shortage of migrant labor, the Environment Secretary has said. George Eustice said he was acutely aware of huge labor shortages as the soft fruit and salad season approached, and that he hoped some of the millions of people forced to stay at home would help get the harvest in. Hancock too late to hit his testing target. Matt Hancock was accused by a senior minister of doing too little, too late to achieve his target of carrying out 100,000 COVID-19 daily tests, as officials claimed they had simply run out of key workers with symptoms to test. Wormwood scrubs. Prisons to make PPE. Prisoners are being put to work making personal protective equipment, PPE, to help save hospitals money. Johnson plots the route out of lockdown. PM expected to announce plans to modify restrictions as he makes his return to NO10.
Daily Star.
New hope from expert. Pub gardens could reopen soon if landlords are sensible about crowd numbers, says top government scientific advisor Sir Robert Dingwall. Weather is hot. So is Chrissy. Post-COVID Britain will face 20 years of pain. Ex-Bank of England advisor warns of longer and slower economic recovery. The UK's recovery from coronavirus is likely to be slower and shallower than first hoped, and Britons will be paying for action to save the economy for the next 2 decades, a former Bank of England interest rate setter has warned. Furloughed workers set to save Tayside berries from rotting in the fields. Millions of furloughed workers will be encouraged to take second jobs bringing in the UK's harvest and ensure crops don't rot in the fields, ministers have said. SNP backs inquiry into pandemic response. A public inquiry into the UK's response to the coronavirus pandemic has been backed by Scottish Health Secretary Jeane Freeman, who said it was right and proper for the actions of governments to be scrutinised.
Metro.
Boris back at NO10. PM the helm again just 3 weeks after Fight for Life. Boris Johnson returned to Downing Street last night to resume leading the fight against coronavirus, 3 weeks after it left him fighting for his life in intensive care.